the volume of a 500 gram, this is in gram, sealed in a packet of 350 centimeter cube. Okay, will the packet float or sink in kerosene if the density of the kerosene is 0.80 gram per centimeter cube? What will be the mass of the kerosene displaced by the packet? There are two aspects to it. One, will it sink or float, is something that we need to answer. For that, we can make use of density concept. What will be the mass of kerosene displaced? That is something that we need to figure out how to do that later. First, let's begin by writing down the given. So what all is given? So we have been given the volume of the object, that is 350 centimeter cube, right? Here we are not converting the units because the answer is to do with sinking or floating. Mass is 500 gram. This also we are not converting. Density of the fluid, in this case kerosene, is 0.80 gram per centimeter cube. Now the question of sinking or floating, we can answer it with the help of finding the density of the object, is it not? So density of the object is mass of the object divided by volume of the object. And so we have 500 divided by 350. So this is in grams and centimeter cube. So 0 will get cancelled and we have 10 by 7. Is it not? 5 tens are 5 sevens are. So 10 by 7 gram per centimeter cube. Of course, we need to further divide this. So this would be 1s are 4s are 28 to approximately 3 gram per centimeter cube. Agree? And now what can we conclude? As density of object, is it more? Yes, it is more than the fluid. What happens? The object will, yes, it will sink. That's it. Okay guys, so underline the word sink so that it's easier for your teacher to correct. Now the question of the mass of the kerosene displaced by the packet. How will we figure out the mass of that? What displaced? This is very important. Well, let me begin by drawing a diagram. So we have the container which has the kerosene. Okay, so it has the kerosene up to this level, and after we dip or put the object into this, it will sink. That we understood. What will happen? It will start floating. Sorry, not floating. There will be rise in water level. How much rise? Same story, that crow story. It will be equal to the volume of the object. Is it not? As in when the crow dropped the stone, the volume of the fluid, not exactly fluid, but the water level started increasing. How much increase was seen? Depending on how many stones it had put. Is it not? So it depends on this level, depends on the volume of the object, that is equal to V0. And now moving on, mass of the kerosene displaced. Remember, this is the displaced kerosene. Will be equal to what? So using the same formula, we can tell this is equal to density of the density of the kerosene, yes, into volume of what? Of the object, is it not? Right, we explained it over here. So this will be your kerosene displaced. So writing this diagram is going to help you guys understand and also make it clear that why you're taking this as V0. So this is must for your exams as well, because this is a very key aspect of this. So you know the density, it's 8 by 10 gram per centimeter cube, and the volume is 350 centimeter cube. Sorry, this is centimeter cube. So in terms of units, this and this will get cancelled. In terms of value, this and this will get cancelled, and this would be 17 to 4, 280 gram. It's not in kg. How do you convert it into kg? 280 divided by 10 to the power of 3, if not 280 into 10 to the power of minus 3 kg. Okay guys, so that is your final answer. I can write it neat and write it below. Okay, so that is your answer. That's it. Understood? So please pause, have a look at this entire thing. The very important thing here is to understand that the volume of the kerosene displaced will be equal to volume of the object because the object sank. With this information only we'll be able to figure this out. If it's floating, then the answer is different. Okay guys, that also will be seeing a problem. But I hope you are getting the concept. Just don't learn things for the sake of learning. Get the concept and you'll be able to do any problem. All you have to know is unit conversions and the formula. That's it. Everything else will come automatically.